one moment to say, give me comfort for my soul on this old weekend road. Did you just remember to pray? I know he has promised in his words long time ago. He will come again to take all of them that are washed and made white as snow. Just one moment to say, this is what I felt. Give me comfort for my soul on this old weekend road. Did you just remember to pray? Yeah, give me comfort for my soul on this old wicked road. Did you just remember to pray? Did you stop to pray this morning? As you started on your way, did you on this old window road. Did you just remember to pray? Yeah, give me comfort for my soul on this old wicked road. Did you just remember to pray? Did you remember? Oh, did you just remember to pray? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, remember. Did you pray this morning? Did you pray this morning?
It's all about you. It ain't fine sunshine most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm tree grove, rent so low, don't you know? But I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy, you born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my pride. I have said and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing this evening?
They all became one, except for the name. A few other changes to talk about me.
I am hoping that you're hearing me loud and clear. I seem to be having some technical issues with this sound, and my microphone seemed to not want to. The volume seemed to be stuck somewhere in the middle, and I can't turn it up too loud, because if you turn it up too loud, you're gonna get into the hot. And I'm just trying here. Yeah, well, how are you doing? How everybody doing? I hope everybody is all right, and at least you're hearing me somewhat. Yeah, I hope everybody is hearing me somewhat, so we can continue with the show. How is everybody doing? I'm touching all kinds of things here and trying to get the volume up, touching this and touching that, and hoping that you're hearing me. And you're hearing me well enough so that we can continue with the show, right? Yeah, so how's everybody? How is everybody? I am well. I am doing well. It's another Thursday, and even though we are having technical issues, somebody said that the show must go on. And literally, the show goes on. It's another day. And when I was growing up, I remember hearing a phrase on radio. Last week, we spoke so much about the past and how DL took me on, and I think he won where we spoke about, me loving radio and what drew me to radio. Uh, but I remember growing up, there was a young lady by the name of Marlene Stevenson. Marlene Stevenson. I think she was out of Montego Bay, and she used to work on JBC Radio 1. Now, Marlene, I remember vividly, she used to say something uh, to the effect, when she was signing off her program, something to the effect of, yesterday was yesterday is just a canceled check. Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note. But today is live and ready cash, and you be sure to use it and use it wisely. And I remember back in the days listening to it, and I said, you know what? If I ever grow up and get the opportunity to go on radio, I'm going to make sure that I use that phrase because I love that phrase so much. And I have used it a few times when I'm signing off. Today it literally came back to me when I was at work. It came back to me, and I thought about the phrase and what it actually means. Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note. But today is live and ready cash. You'll be sure to use it and use it wisely. What it is in effect saying is that yesterday is past and gone. There is nothing that you can do about it. That check is already spent. That check is already cashed. You can't go back and recash that check. That's basically what it was saying. Tomorrow is promised, but just like a promissory note, it may not deliver. You may not get to cash it because it's a promissory note. It is promised to you, and even though you're looking forward to it, you may not get there. It's a promise for you to look forward to. But today is here. It's right now. It is all we have. And I say it's the live. It's like live and ready cash. It's in your hand. So you have to make sure that you use it, and not only use it, but make sure that you use it wisely. All right. So that is the gist of the saying, the phrase. Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is a promissory note. But today is live and ready cash. Make sure you use it and use it wisely. So I wanted to remind us all that today is here. It's live. It is ready. Let us use it and use it wisely. All right. So this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be the topic for this evening, believe it or not. The topic for this evening, the hot topic. We have two of them. Matter of fact, it is Anything Thursday. It's Anything Thursday. So if you have anything on your mind and you wish to share it, you have a topic and you wish to share it with us, you can share it with us right here on the Big Bad Station. So it's Anything Thursday. Anything Thursday. And because it's Anything Thursday, we have more than one hot topic. Yeah? So we're going to go into the hot topic in just a moment. If you see the title on the program, it says that my wife will no longer allow me to pursue my hobbies. I'm going to play that clip for you, and we can discuss it. But you know what? This evening is, I'm going to play some songs from the women of reggae. the women of reggae. Gonna take you back in time. Yeah, I love to do that, you know. I love to take you back in time. That's true. Because it's Track Back Thursday on Fit FM 96.7. So, hey, we're taking you back in time. So, the women of reggae. And, boy, I hope that we are going to have a blast this evening. Good evening to you all. If you are just joining the show, my name is Chris Wilby. The program is the Chris Wilby Show. Yeah, the Chris Wilby Show, where we inform, we uplift, and we entertain. It is your boy from St. Thomas, Jamaica. Let's get the show on the road. Starting out the show with Judy Mowat. As I said before, we're going to take you back in time with the women of reggae. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Lord. As we continue to bless the place. Good evening to you, Lady D. Denise Gomez. Mr. Green, how are you? It is Anything Thursday. Sister Patricia. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Don't forget to like and share. Those of you watching on YouTube. The women of reggae. I don't know if this is happening to everybody, but it is happening to me. It is happening to me. I have to constantly refresh my feed on my YouTube channel from my end to see who is on. I have to be constantly, I kid you not, I do not know if this is something that you guys are seeing, that you have to be constantly refreshing your feed in order to see who is on and to see the comments and all of that. It's a weird thing. I noticed it from Sunday. I've been noticing it. It's not coming on automatically. So for example, well, let me tell you what I'm talking about here. For example, if I start off the program and 3 people come on and the 3 people say good evening, blah blah blah, whatever, I will see those 3 comments and I will see those 3 people and I will not see anybody else, and I will be wondering, oh, it's only 3 people. But then if I refresh it and I look around, I see 6, 7, 8, 9 people, or 10 or 11, and I'm like, hold on, what is happening here? So if you are not seeing the comments, keep refreshing. I have no idea what's going on. Thank you, Lord, for what you're doing now. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lord, for every little thing. Lord, yeah. Thank you, Lord, you make the sweet bird sing. Sing along, sing along. Oh, I want to thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Mr. Green,
There's a land that
big up
I
yourself, my brother. Big up yourself.
have heard about so far across the sea. There's a land that I
Sister Marcia. Sister Marcia Griffiths. The woman of reggae. That's what we're doing right there.
There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea. There's a land that I have heard about so far across the sea. To have you on my dreamland would be like heaven to me.
Hi, I'm Ginger Spice from New Jersey, and you are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio.
My dreamland would be like heaven to me. We live together on that dreamland, and we'll have so much fun. We live together on that dreamland.
So the question is this evening for the first hot topic, because we're dealing with more than one hot topic this evening, because it is Anything Thursday. So, ladies and gentlemen, my wife will no longer allow me to pursue my hobbies. My wife will no longer allow me to pursue my hobbies, and that allow me to pursue my hobby one. And we're gonna let me get back to some more music. My wife will not allow me to pursue my hobbies.
Am I really hearing your lungs? Just like I dreamed it would be. I feel like we're frozen in time. You're the only one I could see. All my life for you. Now you're here. Hey, I've spent all my life with you. All my life. And I never really knew how to love. I just hope somehow I see that's full of life from above. Send an angel down for me. Hey, I've looked all
Can you imagine a grown man is saying, a grown man, by the way, this one here is Marcia Griffiths. Can you imagine a grown man is saying that his wife will not allow him to pursue his hobbies? His wife will no longer allow him to pursue his hobbies.
never thought I could be in love so tenderly, and I never thought I could let it show. Now my heart is a mystery. This love will never leave. I know. Hey, I've looked all my life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one here from Colleen Davis. It must be love, right here on the Big Bad Station. All right, so let's get into the hot topic. We're gonna get into the hot topic, and boy, what I want I'm going to ask you if you are going to call me on 508 762 7621. I say again, if you're going to call me on 508 762 7621. We're transitioning. We're transitioning from that other number. So this evening is going to be the first evening where we're using this number. It's not a new number, but we want to test it out. So if it goes sideways, don't just be patient with us. If it doesn't work the way how we would love it to work, you know what I mean? So I'm going to ask you guys if you are going to call me to participate in the hot topic. Please call me on 508 7. So I'm going to ask you guys.
Bye, Maurice. It's exactly as the title implies. She says I'm not allowed to pursue my own hobbies anymore as they are quote unquote unhealthy. Before our marriage 7 months ago, I was interested in all sorts of things. Playing video games for at least a few hours a week, collecting Star Wars figures. Some may say that was a bit childish anyways, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Painting hammers, 40K, etc. These are things that I have done since my early teens. My wife wanted us to make healthy lifestyle changes after our marriage, which at first I took as just eating healthier, exercising, etc. I was totally on board for it. Everything was fine until I went down to the basement one day and noticed that all of my Star Wars figures had been gone from the display shelf. All that remained were some limbs from a few of the figurines. My wife was at work, so I sent her a text asking what happened to them. In the meantime, I rummaged through all of the garbage, and I finally found the figures in a bigger garbage next to our regular garbage. Most of the cards were torn up, and the figures were completely dismembered, while others were completely burned or melted. Oh, wow. I took a picture and sent it to her asking if she had did it. That night, after not replying to any of my text messages, I confronted her. It turned into a huge argument about how my hobbies are immature and that she was repulsed by them, even threatening to not have sex with me until I gave them all up. In the heat of the moment, I agreed with her, if only to get her to stop yelling at me. We haven't talked about it since, and I've unfortunately been abiding by her quote-unquote rules for the past 7 months. Though I've been secretly playing video games and buying figurines again, she only found out about one time, and she destroyed it immediately. I can't keep this up any longer, and I want to have my own hobbies without her getting upset. What is the best way to bring the subject up again, and how can I let her know how much my hobbies mean to me? That's crazy work. You just silent on that one, huh?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't know. I'm not.
Imagine if I went upstairs to your bedroom and to your office.
Look here.
And I took all of your comic books, all your boxes of comic books, and I just threw them in the trash can. And then when you came home and you're like, "Where's my comic book?"
You know how much money I have up there?
And then I took.
Do you know what that stuff is worth?
Yeah, that's a first one. That's the first one. I have another one, and we have lots more to talk about. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is so crazy. That is so crazy that I don't understand how somebody could. I don't know. What is your take? Let me not prejudge what's going. She says, You heard it. You heard it. He wants to have his own hobbies. Now, these hobbies, according to him, are not they're not destructive. It's just random things, random.
My wife will no longer let me pursue my hobbies. Bye, Maurice. It's exactly as the title implies.
Listen,
She says I'm not allowed to pursue my own hobbies anymore as they are quote unquote unhealthy.
listen.
Before our marriage, 7 months ago, I was interested in all sorts of things. Playing video games for at least a few hours a week, collecting Star Wars figures. Some may say that was a bit childish anyways, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Painting hammers, 40K, etc. These are things that I have done since my early teens.
Video games, and I'm trying to see where the harm is. Video games and collecting whatever it is, that she was collecting. And she thought that he needed to give it up. And hey, because he didn't, well, as a matter of fact, he had no idea that that is what she was talking about. She just decided, hey, we need to make some different choices. We need to make healthier choices. And according to her, that healthy choice is giving up his hobby. Can you imagine? I'm just trying to imagine. I have my studio with all of my equipment and everything, and I just imagine one day my wife decided that, hey, we need to make healthier choices. And I said, okay, I'm going to. So in my mind, I'm starting thinking that I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to start, lifestyle choices. And when I come home one day, I see my entire studio packed up and, my computers and my microphones. And I mean, like, wow. Frank said, what is joke to you is death to me, And can you imagine? And she decided that, hey, listen, she went as far as to start withholding sex from the man. Because that is what women do, unfortunately. They use sex as a weapon most of the times. Yeah, they use sex. If they can't get their way, they just withhold sex. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have anything to say about that, you can give a call. 508-762-7621. I say again, we're trying this one out. 508-762-7621. Write it down for those of you who don't remember that one. 508-762-7621. We're transitioning the numbers from the other number, the regular number, to this number here. This is the number that we have been using for the WhatsApp line. We're trying to use it for both WhatsApp and call in. So it's 508-762-7621. I say again, 508. All you have to remember is 508, which is the area code, and 7621. Because 7621 is really all you need to remember. 508-762 and then 7621. Easy. 508-762 and then you just repeat that and just add 1 to it. Simple. Everybody love that number. Every time I give people that number, they're like, wait, what? Where did you get that? Yeah, so it's 508-762-7621. You're repeating 762 and just add 1 to it. No, only things going on, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about it while you think about giving me a call on that. And I will pull up the other hot topic while we talk about some other things. All right. So, sometimes I am late with my commentary on world affairs and matters of importance, because we only have so many shows. We have a show on a Thursday, we have a show on a Sunday. My Sunday show is devoted predominantly to gospel, right? I rarely do anything else on a Sunday. I try not to do anything outside of gospel. Doesn't matter how burning the topic is. I try to stay away from it and just concentrate on gospel and the word of God, right? But there are some things that's been happening, and it's been burning and eating up my heart. So I have to talk about it, or I have to talk about them. Recently in Jamaica, we noticed that there was a container that washed up. By now, as I say, yes, I am late. It is stale news. But I still have to give my 2 cents. Because, yeah, we love to talk, and we love to talk about issues. The shipment, the container that washed up ashore somewhere in St. Catherine. I think they said it was in Portmore. We had a lot of people going out to the ship and grabbing stuff. I am summarizing. I'm not reading from anything. I'm just summarizing because, as I said, by now, everybody would have seen and heard of this story, unless you were under a rock somewhere. So I'm just giving my 2 cents and my commentary, my feeling on the matter and why these things happen. Now, a lot of people, I see some people are now beginning to use it as a political ploy, which we do in Jamaica. Everything is political because that's what we do. If the sky gets too dark too often, it's one party or the other that is responsible for it. And especially if you are in government, you are responsible for it. If the weather change too often, you know what I mean? Yeah, you get my drift. A lot of things in Jamaica are not, we do not put the blame where it is supposed to be. Personal responsibilities, that's not a thing in Jamaica. It's always government. And a lot of times when I use the phrase government, people will assume that I mean the present government. I normally speak of the government of Jamaica. Now, the reason I am going down this road is because, as I say, people are now trying to blame the government for people's personal behavior. Everybody know that we are just coming off of COVID-19. Most of us don't even understand still until today where this thing came from, right? There are lots and lots of theories out there about where COVID-19 came from. Now, this can be a test case for people who want to harm Jamaica. Now, I'm not saying anything was wrong with the chickens in this container. Maybe it was perfectly fine. Maybe it was tainted. We do not know. And maybe it was tainted with something that may not readily affect you as you consume it. It can be something that will affect you 6 months from now, a year from now, where you cannot connect the dots to say, oh, I consumed some of the chicken last week and, you know, all the people. We do not know. But I am saying that as a people, I watched the video, and if you're a Jamaican anywhere outside of that little circle that was grabbing the chickens, you would have been ashamed. You would have been ashamed. I cannot understand how in 2025 we are still so backward. We are still behaving like some people out of the cave. We are still acting like some Butu, running and grabbing things like you're starving, and nobody, I mean absolutely nobody, can convince this guy that these people were hungry, that they had to do what they did. None of them, I care not, none of them that were looting that container was that hungry. The people, I mean, Jamaicans have a mentality of freeness, gluttonous, some of them thief. And I say that because if you are traveling, and we need to cut it out, if you're traveling anywhere in Jamaica with a goods truck, this has not been the first time, this has not been the second time, this is just the one that has gone viral. But if you are traveling anywhere across Jamaica on any road, and this has been the culture within Jamaica for decades, so I don't want nobody come tell me about how bad the economy is and people hungry that them have here raid on container with some chicken where nobody know where it came from. It's just disgusting. And it's because of the eater food mentality that a lot of us Jamaicans have why this is happening. Because a lot of these, I can guarantee that more than half of these people are not going to consume anything from that, from what they collected. You know what they're going to do with it? They go hustle. They go sell it. Some of them will put it down in the fridge and wait off, cool off the period. You understand? Put it in the fridge, freeze it. And probably in the 3 weeks from now, they find a way to sell it. That's what they're gonna take it out of the container that it came in. And they're gonna put it in whatever, they're gonna repackage it. And they're going to sell it, because that's what we do. We are a culture of eater food. We have to eat our food no matter what. And I always say, these are the same people who talk about corruption in government, corruption, how the government is corrupt. And we're always talking about government corruption. But I say to you, my Jamaican friends, and I want you all who are in the reach of my voice to listen to what I'm saying. Our government is a reflection of the people. It's a reflection of the population. The government is a reflection of the society that we live in. If we have a corrupt society, we must have a corrupt government, because the rulers of the country, the government, is made up of the people from the society. So if we as a people are constantly corrupt, how do we expect that the government is going to have clean hands? It's not going to happen. We have to start with ourselves. We have to start from within. We have to look in the mirror. Truck turnover with goods. And the first thing people do, they don't look to try to help the driver or the occupants. The first thing most of these people do, and I say that without any apology, the first thing that they do is try to loot the products that's on that good stroke. This has been happening in our culture. So I don't want nobody come use this, no one spin this and talk about no government. It's not no government. It's us as a society. We have been doing this for a long time. And I was talking to my friends and unfortunately, they nor I do not have any hopes that this is going to change. It's like this is who we are as a people. It is in our DNA. It is, and sometimes I talk about, I feel so ashamed. Yeah, I love my people, I love my country, but sometimes our actions, man, make me feel so ashamed. Can you imagine this video going viral all over the world? All over the world. And everybody's seeing this video. As if Jamaica is some starving, I don't know, country where people can't find food and you have to be looting a ship with some half-spoiled a chicken, and people are celebrating as if they just won $1 million. What? It was embarrassing. Embarrassing to the core. And we need to cut it out. We need to cut it out. Anyway, if you want to call me, as I said before, it is Anything Thursday. If you have anything that you want, 508-762-7621. I want to say welcome to those of you listening in on Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. Fit FM 96.7 and Linkage Radio. Give me a call, 508-762-7621. What is your take on the topic and also on my opening remarks there? What is your top? What is your say? All right, so I'm doing for this evening, for the music, the woman of reggae. Woman of reggae. Another one from June Carol Lodge. JC, as she's affectionately called. I coming through loud and clear for everybody? Sister Jackie says she's hardly hearing me. Am I coming through clearly? Check, check, check. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you're hearing me. Because I really wouldn't want to be here talking to myself, you know. That wouldn't be a good sight. That wouldn't be a good sign at all. So if you're not hearing me, just send me a shout out. Let me know. Sister Jackie says she's not hearing me. I want to know if it's just me, or it's just Sister Jackie.
I love you twice as much tomorrow. Oh, I love you more than I can say. I love you more than I can say. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I love you twice as much tomorrow. I love you twice as much tomorrow. I love you more than I can say. Should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I'll know. I'll think of you every step of
This one here is drama. Sister Pam Hall. Lima Charlie. It's the right. Loud and clear, right? Loud and clear. All right, let's test this out. Hello, you're live on the radio. Good evening. You're hearing me?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Blessings.
But if I didn't hear you, I couldn't get the 76727621.
All right. Copy that, Lima Charlie.
You know, cousin in Florida, of this landline, God from God knows when,
Mm-hmm.
a landline from must be way back in it's over what? Where we know? So
We're 25. We're in
30
2025.
years, over 30 years now. She have a landline,
Mm.
and it is same kind of a sequence. The last 7 digits is 876876.
Okay.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
95487.
All right, don't call out the woman name, but the woman number on the radio. For people start call her number. Rasa. All right, deal. Oh, you do?
I see my caller ID tell me it's a business, right?
Hmm.
My caller ID tell me that it's a business.
Oh, for your cousin?
No, for you. It's 508-762-76.
Yes, man. It's a business line. Yeah, it's a business line.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
So this is the number going forward.
We're trying to test out some things here and see what works and
Okay.
yeah. So
But Chris, you can't people can't afford chicken, and maybe people might eat chicken back on Sunday alone, and then some wait name a chicken roll up on the sea and the thing seal and chicken frozen. Them can't eat it. What's wrong with that?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Thing lock, seal,
Mm-hmm.
the container lock, seal, frozen.
Mm-hmm.
People them can't even afford chicken in Jamaica, and
Who said the people that can't afford chicken in Jamaica?
chicken back them still eat the Jamaica on Sunday.
Let's stay up America, yeah. Let's stay up America, yeah. And I degrade the people in Jamaica. Listen, man. I just came back from Jamaica, as you know. And
Yeah.
most of the people them down in Jamaica live better than me and you up here, So a lot of us stay here, and say some things sometimes, and we assume that things are, you know, as hard as some people make it out to be. And I'm not minimizing the difficulties that people are going through, but it's no different from the difficulties that some people right here in the United States are going through. Everybody, and as long as there is life, we are going to have the rich, we are going to have the middle class, and we're going to have poor people. It doesn't matter which government is in power anywhere across the globe. Unfortunately, this is just the structure of how life is. So, um, the thing that irks me with this particular action, you see, and what made me feel a way about it is that there are bad actors across the globe. And we do not know when you're going to have one of these. This could have been a test case. We don't know that for sure. I might be wrong. I might be off.
I agree. No,
You
I
know,
mean,
it,
with all due respect, I never looked at it from that perspective, and I concur with you.
mm,
Um, I was just bringing all the hard life part of Jamaica.
mhm,
I say, and you was told on one trailer load one container load of chicken is coming from Brazil, wherever it's heading.
mhm.
It would have to be a frozen container and seal, and so the chicken maybe it wasn't long ago that it fell over from what
But the problem with your
and Victoria
argument,
River.
the problem
Mm.
with your argument, dear, is that you're assuming just as I am assuming. None of us really know where the chicken um, is supposed to. We hear news and we hear the whatever, right? But all right. Let's say, okay, nothing is wrong with this chicken. I mean, let's say that because I probably think that nothing is wrong with it too. I'm not here saying something is wrong with it because I don't know that for a fact, right? So let's argue that nothing is wrong with the chicken and the chicken is perfectly fine and nothing is going to happen to the people who eat it. The next time around, we don't know that it will be the same action. It can be the next time around some bad actors who decide to replicate the exact same thing with. And remember, when people are going to do bad things, they are going to make it look normal. So they're going to wrap it in what do you call it? A parcel that is recognizable, a brand that people know and probably even trust. The next time around, it might be best dressed chicken, where everybody in Jamaica know. You understand what I'm saying? And they will say the exact same thing like you. Oh, it's because I've had friends who try to say the same thing to me, and and I always back down and give the benefit of the doubt. I am just saying that what drive people, and what I said, dear, is that a lot of these people are not going to consume. The people who actually go and grab it, a lot of them are not going to consume it. Them are going to sell it to unsuspecting people.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
So that
Oh
is the
yes.
danger of, because these people, some of them, they know what they are doing is wrong. They know the danger of what they are doing, but they will do it and then sell it to somebody else who have no idea, and then they put other people in danger, and that is the problem with some of it, with the whole action.
The balance of value they were using for the personal consumption, but you're right. They may Go sell it to make our money. So it does jerk chicken
Yeah,
or whatever it is.
but that is exactly where a lot of them are going to, because remember, the amount where them grab, a lot of them don't have no fridge, no
Right, I
deep
get rid of it.
freeze for
Yeah,
store so much. So they might have a little refrigerator at home, but if them not have if they're not running a store or a shop,
yeah,
whatever, them not gonna have deep freeze.
yeah. That's true.
So they're going to sell it. They're going to find a way to sell it. And just the
Chances
image,
are they're not gonna get a. And chances are they may not even still get rid of it just because they may want to.
yeah.
Depends on
And
what
the
they make.
image
What
that's
they make
going
cost.
around the world. It's not a good look for us, man. It's not a good look. So when I hear people talk about Jamaica is being run so bad that people are fear. Listen, man, it's the mentality where we have. I've seen many occasions in Jamaica where truck broke down on road. This has nothing to do with people being hungry. People just thief and have a criminal mentality. And before them go and try to assist and render assistance or guard the vehicle, they man them friend them before you know it, the truck empty.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So this
Oh,
has
for
been
sure.
with us for a very long time. It's not just now.
But you know where that come from, though, right?
No, you tell me.
Go back again to economics because the person up on Norbrook, up at Kings up at, up at, up at, Jackshill
Mm.
and them places, they're not gonna do that.
So I refuse to believe that it has anything to do with economics, I
Yeah,
refuse to
no, no,
believe
I know you that you're thinking
because
mentality, but, and I disagree with the mentality.
I grew up I grew up
What formed that? What
I,
formed
I
that
don't
mentality?
I am trying to figure it out myself. I don't know, but what one thing I can
Poverty.
say to you is that listen, I grew up poor, and you would have never caught me doing anything like that.
Maybe this stush still. What about
Stush,
stush?
stush. So is that what you call it?
Maybe what about
So
stush?
when so the
who
people
very peculiar.
so the
Some
people who
very
are
peculiar,
looting
you know.
so the people who are looting other people's property, them no stush.
No,
Them no stush, them just thief.
right. You have some people who poor about them stush.
Yeah, but no,
I ain't
no, no,
touch-
no.
I
Me,
ain't touch-
I
I ain't
was
touching
poor.
that.
I was poor, but me never thief. That's the difference. And my mother taught me that if it does not belong to me, I'm supposed to leave it alone. So when I see people's property, if it wasn't given to me, I'm not going to take it. I refuse. I cannot do it. So it has nothing to do with poverty. And you see, a lot of times I hear people with this kind of reasoning, that
I'm not excluding
poverty.
it, you know.
No,
Mind you.
I hear you, and I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that I hear people with this kind of reasoning, especially even when it comes to crime, that poverty cause people to, and I'm not saying that it's not, it doesn't contribute to people, because sometimes when people are really desperate, they will do desperate things. But a lot of this is not coming from desperation. A lot of it is just people just thief and just have some bad mentality. Plain and simple. Man, go take up gun and go rob people and people convince. You will never convince me. Nobody can convince me that a man go rob and kill people because him did hungry. I am yet to be convinced of that. I have seen poverty. I know what poverty is. I know a lot of my friends, family members grew up in poverty, and none of them never think. You know what we always think about? If we go get an education, if we go get a skill, for get out of the poverty. None of us ever thought about go take up a gun. So I refuse to go down that road. I refuse to allow myself to even start to think that way. That is because of poverty why these things happen. Nobody can convince me of that. Anyway, DL, thank you for the call, my brother.
I hear you.
I appreciate it.
I hear you. I hear you. All right.
Bless it.
You're welcome.
All right, yeah, man. Yeah, it's an interesting way to look at things. Anyway, if we look at talk about the topic too, we don't only talk about that part. We talk about the topic too. So, call me and let me know your thoughts on the hot topic.
It's my own heart that breaks. I've got to find my way of life, myself alone.
This is Simone Murray, direct of Unite Jamaica Viva. And you are listening.
I only have one.
Hi, I'm Ginger Spice from New Jersey, and you are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio, the very best online radio station. Hi, I'm Ginger Spice from New Jersey, and you are listening to Caribbean Vibes Radio, the very best online radio station. Caribbean Vibes Radio, #1. Keep it locked.
Win or lose, this is my game to play. Right or wrong,
They call her the Queen of Reggae. Her name is Phyllis Dillon.
and if I make mistakes, it's my own heart that breaks. I've got to find
We're playing the woman of Reggae.
myself alone.
So if you want to give me a shout out on the hot topic, you know what to do, right?
The Chris Wilder Show at Fit FM 96.7. Hi there. My name is Chris Wilder, the Vibes Master, and I'm inviting you to tune in to the Chris Wilder Show on Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fit FM 96.7. It's the international show with a Jamaican vibe where information and music exist in harmony. It is music, current affairs, issues affecting relationship, and the hot topic of the week. So come on board, sit back, relax, be informed while being entertained. It's the Chris Wilby Show, every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Win or lose, this is my game to play. Right or wrong, It's my own heart that breaks. I've got to find my way of life.
All right, Sister Jackie, I'm glad that you're hearing now. Big up, my sister. Big up.
I only have one life to live. I only have one love to give. No matter what he is, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No matter what he is, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I don't know what changes time may bring, but right now, today's the important thing. Together come what may, we'll welcome each new day, with love to be your guiding light, to make it through. Tomorrow, I only have one life to live, and I'm gonna live it. I only have one love to give, and I'm gonna give it. No. Black woman, black woman, like me a
Dedicating this one to all the black women out there. All the beautiful, beautiful black women. This one is for you, alright? Love you to my heart and soul. Especially my Jamaican women. I love all women, you know. But enough respect to my Jamaican women. This one is from Sister Judy Mowat.
We are the stake once in the plantation, flashes to our skin. On auction blocks we were chained and cold, and of merchandise. Carnally abused when warned we were refused, and thrown in the garbage bins. But no need for that now. Free yourself of that now, and help me sing my song. La da 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 da
All right, so let's get into the next one of the hot topic. I'm going to share that one with you right now, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into that one right now. And this one was the main one. This was supposed to be the main one. I have nothing else to say, but just to play the clip for you, and yeah, you'll be the judge of it. What do you think?
I want to speak to the women out there. You tell me if you think this is fair. I'm 40 years old. I married this woman when I was 33. After only knowing her 7 months. And no, I ain't getting no prenup or none of that. But she didn't have nothing. Me, I had a $1.5 million house in Hoover, Alabama. Me, I had the Mercedes in the driveway. I went to law school. I was the one up studying all them late nights. Didn't even know who this woman was back then, right? Now, you mean to tell me it took me 40 years to make all this, and this person who I've only known for 7 years, won't have of everything it took me 40 years to make? Now, I want to ask all the women, do you think that's fair? Think of me as if I was your daddy, or if I was your brother, and you saw me studying all them nights. That was me at Emory all them nights, studying. I didn't even know this woman. Now she want half of what it took me 40 years to make.
I'll play it again. I'm gonna play it again.
I want to speak to the women out there. You tell me.
Yeah, I want to play it again. Well, tell me what to make of it.
Make you think this is fair. I'm 40 years old. I married this woman when I was 33. After only knowing her 7 months. And no, I ain't getting no prenup or none of that. But she didn't have nothing. Me, I had a $1.5 million house in Hoover, Alabama. Me, I had the Mercedes in the driveway. I went to law school. I was the one up studying all them late nights. Didn't even know who this woman was back then, right? Now, you mean to tell me it took me 40 years to make all this, and this person who I've only known for 7 years, won't have of everything it took me 40 years to make? Now, I want to ask all the women, do you think that's fair? Think of me as if I was your daddy or if I was your brother and you saw me studying all them nights. That was me at Emory all them nights studying. I didn't even know this woman. Now she want half of what it took me 40 years to make.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's your take? The brother said that he wants to hear from the women out there. Women, what's your take, ladies and gentlemen? He wants to find out if you think it's fair for a woman. You think it's fair for a woman he married her within 7 months. That's the first mistake that he made. I don't know. Sometimes people say love at first sight, so I don't know. But they were only married for 7 years. When she came, he had his BMW in the driveway. He had his $1.5 million house, and he had all of whatever when she came. And he worked hard for everything, and she want half. So he wants to hear from why him never really asked me still, him said the women. So I don't know. I don't know if the man them want to chime in still, but him said the woman. He want to hear from the woman if they think it's fair. Women, do you think it's fair? Sister Camille, Sister Camille is a. I've been begging her to call. From we started this program about 10 years now, and she'd been listening in, and I think she probably have called in once or twice in the very early years, but I haven't heard from her on this program in a very, very long time, and I've been begging her to call. And if you notice, Sister Camille, when she's in the chat, she will mash up the chat with all kinds of comment, and but we don't hear her on the radio. Sometimes she will email her take on the situation, but she will not call. Sister Camille, would I love to hear from you this evening, if you can give her. What's your take, ladies and gentlemen? As a matter of fact, I would love to hear from anybody still, but this man wants to hear from the ladies. So, Sister Yvette, what you think is the whole thing? I think the guy, I don't know, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's what I hear from you. 508-762-7621. 508-762-7621. What's your take on either of the hot topics?
Fit. The Chris Wilby Show and Fit FM 96.7. Hi there. My name is Chris Wilby, the Vibes Master, and I'm inviting you to tune in to the Chris Wilby Show on Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fit FM 96.7. It's the international show with a Jamaican vibe where information and music exist in harmony. It is music, current affairs, issues affecting relationship, and the hot topic of the week. So come on board, sit back, relax, be informed while being entertained. It's a Chris Wilby Show every Thursday at 6 p.m. on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Congratulations to Caribbean Vibes Radio on reaching an incredible milestone, 10 amazing years on the airwaves. A massive shout out to the one and only Chris Wilby, a man of God whose innovative and pragmatic vision has catapulted this platform to the top of the broadcasting game. Chris, you've truly got it going on. Your energy, passion, and creativity have made Caribbean Vibes Radio a force to be reckoned with, covering the globe like no one else can. Here's to many more years of groundbreaking success.
Let's get back into some more music, and we will bring that back out for you. So if you want to give that a call, 508-762-7621. Hello, good evening. You're live on the radio.
Good evening, Chris.
Hello, is this the Pat?
Yes, my brother, and good evening to the listeners.
How are you?
I am good. How about you?
I am fantastic. Good to hear from you, man.
Okay. Hi, Sister Gloria. I don't know if she'll be calling in. But anyway, I have been listening, and I just want to add my 2 cents as usual. First of all, he is an idiot.
He is?
Yes, he is an idiot. You go meet someone, you have $1 million house. Is she working? These are questions because there is more to the story. Is she currently working? Has she been a stay-at-home wife? While he works, he is the breadwinner. You know, he sits up studying, and then he didn't have a prenup knowing all of this. Only know her for, 7 months is a long time for some people. Some only know each other for a couple of months, 3-4 months, and then they decide to get married. Now, it depends on the state where he is, because there are different laws in states, you know, that can help you when it comes to divorce. How long you've known the individual, how long you've been married, and what assets should be equally distributed. Now, he might be lucky to get off and not be paying that woman any alimony or anything. Do they have children? Are any children involved? These are questions, you know, one has to ask. But it's his fault. He should have had a prenup.
But you know, even with the prenup, you know, the prenup doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to go the way of the prenup, you know. It's just an indicator of what you would decide, because sometimes you have prenup and the judge them throw that out of court, you know.
But you see, like I said, different state has different laws. Now, a decent judge will look at the fact that when she came into the relationship, what did she come in there with? If she came in and saw this man with his house, that house belongs to him. If they were both working towards buying a house, both assets go into the house, then the house should be equally distributed. But if she came in the relationship and see him with the house, his house literally belongs to him. Now, what has she done over the 7 years that she can say she's rightfully eligible to get 50% of his assets?
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
It's more to it than meets the eye. You know, you have to take a lot more things into consideration.
Probably.
And he's an attorney. You said he is going to law school.
Yeah, I think he's already an attorney. He said that he studied and he got whatever. So I think he's a lawyer.
But the thing is, as an attorney, not unless he's a stupid attorney, because an attorney lies.
What you see, a lot of people are saying, "Boy, if you're an attorney, I make this happen to you. Me wouldn't want you to represent
Okay,
me."
now you see what I'm saying. Something there is more to it than meets the eye, Chris.
Uh,
Because as an attorney, he's not. I don't know what planet is he living on.
but he sounds very upset when it animated. That he's saying, "Boy, you know, why would you allow this to happen to you?"
He wants all women to hear this. All women are not like that. Don't lump us all in the same package because obviously he married a woman who married him only for his assets, what she could get from him. And so she waited until the statute of limitation might have just run off
Yeah, a lot of them in
for
a while,
her
because some of them
for
is
her to
5 years
make her
or
kill.
more.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she waited for that time to make her kill. But as an attorney, maybe he studied real estate because
You see,
Chris, no,
I
Chris,
couldn't.
when
This is Sister Patty's couldn't. He couldn't be a divorce lawyer at all, because he's not one of the
no,
last.
he couldn't be a criminal. He
I
couldn't be a
could.
criminal attorney.
Uh,
No, he must do real estate.
uh,
Oh, how to deal in deeds and lands, and if he's that equipped. But he don't sound too knowledgeable. No, something is wrong with the brother. And
mm,
now he's gonna lump all women in the same category. There is no woman who is going to say they agree with him. And if he acts stupid, if he go in court and don't know how to represent himself, he might even lose the house
mm.
because he don't sound like he too with it at all.
Oh.
No, as a knowledgeable, um, prudent thinking person, someone who is literate and who went to school to study to be an attorney, and you're still that way behind. No,
Mm.
something is wrong. Something is wrong. Maybe he's not an attorney at all.
Oh boy. Uh,
Maybe he's not even an attorney because that don't sound too logical to me,
that
Chris.
is that again, because it's not everybody will come on social media and say Ray is Ray. Sometimes.
Yes,
So.
he probably disguising, he lying somewhere because this is a dead giveaway right here. Which
Mm.
attorney is gonna come on a radio program and ask for help in that sense? No, something is
Mm.
not right. But
Yeah.
I hope you have gotten more info in reference to this story because there are some loopholes and
Excuse me.
they,
Yeah.
they need to be addressed. But I wish him well, but he needs to stop that. Stop
Mm.
putting all women in that same category because there are people who marry for love, true love, real love, and some who are scammers. They are
Mm.
going to find a way how they are going to scam you. And
Mm.
we know that it happens, and he just been scammed. It took him all these years to find out that this relationship was not legit.
7 years.
No. There were some red flags waving. He just chose to ignore them, or he thought things were just gonna get better. The relationship would, ultimately work out in his favor. But something is not right. I'm not buying this, Chris.
Mm.
Okay.
All right, Sister
All
Pat. Thank you.
Thank you for listening, of
All right,
course.
no problem.
Bye bye.
Ah, yeah. Interesting. Anybody else? 508-762-7621.
Yes, now I am
508-762-7621.
afraid.
I tell ya. Celebrating the woman of reggae this evening. Who remember this one here? Who remember this one? Where were you when this song came out?
wanna get high, so high. I want
Mr. Evald says, I agree with Sister Pat.
I wanna get high, so high,
Where were you when this song came out? How old were you?
so high. One draw, one draw. I want draw, one draw. Hey brother man, hey what you say? Give me some of your sense. Hey Rasta man, hey what you say? Give me some of your sense. So long I have been searching for a taste, looking all over the place. Not a thing could I find to satisfy my mind. So I came to search for the eye, to see what the eye can do. And just like I said, you send it straight to my head. So high, high, high. I wanna feel high, so high. I want one draw now. I want draw. I want one draw now. I want draw. Hey brother man, hey what you say? Give me some of your sense. Hey Rasta man, hey what you say? Give me some of your sense. Give me some rhythm, let me dance. A long, long time and I feel so nice. Now I'm really feeling good, and I am in a dancing mood. Won't you come and rock with me? I'm feeling so irate, 'cause just like I said, it's gone straight to my head. Now I'm feeling high, so high. I'm feeling high, so high. Oh, so high. I'm feeling high. I'm feeling high, so high. I light up this flip.
As we're talking about, we're still on the same topic here, you know. We're still on the same topic. Sister China Chin, give me a call, no man. Let us hear your voice. Let us hear your voice on the program now, Sister China. She's not calling at all, you know. She's shy. Well, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. A man who migrated overseas and ceased contribution to the joint property he shared with his ex-wife following their separation has officially lost his stake in a Manchester property after a legal battle. Justice Althea Jarrett, after hearing... Now, the topic that we're talking about is, on the hot topic, is man said the woman want half of his property after 7 years. Now, this headline in the Jamaica Gleaner, today's Gleaner, is saying man loses ownership of property to ex-wife after 14-year neglect. Man loses ownership of property to ex-wife. And it goes on to say a man who migrated overseas and ceased contribution to the joint property he shared with his ex-wife following their separation has officially lost his stake in a Manchester property after a legal battle. Justice Althea Jarrett, after hearing the whatever it is, the summation or hearing the case, she made the decision. That came out in the Jamaica Gleaner today. So that is the headline. He lost his property. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I tell you. 508-762-7621. 508-762-7621. Sister China Chin Mealy, we are waiting for you to call. And please, don't let us wait in vain.
When I walk through the deepest valley, I will fear no one, fear no one. With the hands of the Father
Easy sailing.
Easy say.
Sister Rita Marley.
Always at your side.
Celebrating the women of reggae. I love me some JC Lodge, you know. Let me see if I can pull up a JC Lodge somewhere. Is there a JC Lodge waiting in the wings? Somebody, is there a JC Lodge somewhere? Let me see if we can pull up a JC Lodge. I love the telephone love.
Woman!
Telephone love.
Reach.
Listen to this.
Telephone talk up time for reach.
JC Lodge
Face to face with must
and
on
Shabba.
the beach.
You sound so sweet on the line. You make my day every time. You sound so sweet on the line. You make my day every time.
Hey, JC, I hear me. Done with the phone talking. As a matter of fact, me I come over there. No. Woman, me a dream about you all the time. You know, say that you ever itch up and I mind. Woman, you a dream about me all the time. That's why you keep on calling on the telephone like she just dip on me mind, dip on me mind, dip on me, dip on me, dip on me,
I am
dip on
Ginger
me
Spice
mind.
from New
As
Jersey,
me talk to the
and you
girl
are
up on
listening
the
to Caribbean
telephone
Vibes
line.
Radio,
When me hang up the
the
phone, me
very
keep right
best
in her
online
mind.
radio
As me talk to the girl up on the
Caribbean
telephone
Vibes
line.
Radio,
When me hang up,
number
it just
one.
around her mind.
Keep it locked.
When you call, I feel so good. Wish you were living in my neighborhood so you could hang up the phone and rush on over. Pick up where we left off under the cover.
If she is bad, she just see me all the time. If she is dead, she hear me all the time. She say me sweeter than when corn is wine.
How many of you?
Sorry, darling.
How many of you have been involved with some telephone love?
Dip on me mind. If me
Or
talk
you just can't wait?
telephone,
Telephone love.
talking about
Everything's just bubbling up.
time.
Bubbling up on that side.
Telephone
And you just
line.
can't wait to see the other person.
Miss me no
And
time.
a lot of times it's just circumstances and situations
Never understand.
that's preventing you.
I'm just living out my fantasy.
Sure.
Talking love with my mind. You sound so sweet on the line.
I love me some JC Lodge.
You make my day every time.
Her mama called her June
She only want ear
Carol.
full up and
We called her
hear me. Nah,
JC.
hang up because if you ever hang up, you know if you're dead bust. Now this is Shabba ranking, there goes JC. A peer telephone love between the two of we. She a talk to me, and me a talk to she. But the day is coming that we must meet personally.
I'm lost in you whenever you speak. Hey, when you call my name, I feel so weak.
She's mine, she's mine, she's mine all the time. Me know say that me must meet her down the line. She's mine, she's mine, she's mine all the time. Me done with the love up on the phone line. She just dip on my mind, dip on my mind.
Gonna make it up. Did you
This is Simone Murray, director of Unite during the Diva, and you are listening to The Chris Wilby Show.
thought I could make it on my own till you left and I found myself alone. Hiding my heart behind my pride. To the world I seem fine, but it hurt inside. How can I go on?
Hello, you are live on the radio. Good evening.
Yes, my brother Chris, it's Pat again calling. Thank you for celebrating women in music. It's very rare that this ever happened. I'm telling you, and I am just so enjoying the program. Yes, much respect to you and to the ladies
All
who
right.
have been acknowledged. Amen.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, man.
Okay. Yes.
Big up.
On the second topic now. On
Mm-hmm.
the second topic.
Mm-mm.
I don't know where you get these people from. They got challenges, they got issues, Chris.
Uh,
Because first of all, this brother here is ignorant. And when I say ignorant, ignorant of the fact.
mm-hmm.
Because you can be ignorant either you don't know the facts, or you can be ignorant and be illiterate. You can't read or write.
Mm.
Now, how in the world this brother expect that he has neglected his property for 14 years and expect that he's going to come and reclaim this property back? Taxes have to be paid.
A lot of people don't know the law, and so they get caught up
Oh,
because they assume what happened. He assumed that because his name was in the was probably
on
on
the
the
deed,
title,
on the deed.
right?
Mhm.
He could just leave, and then whenever I'm ready, him could come back because
Him come
it's
back.
yeah, I think it's just ignorance. I think a lot of
That's
it,
what I'm saying.
yes, it's ignorance.
Ignorant of the fact. Because
Mm-hmm.
if, for example, here in the United States, if you're a homeowner and you don't pay your taxes, you could be paying your mortgage now and you don't pay the taxes, the city is going to put a lien on your property.
Mm-hmm.
And if you owe water and you don't pay for your water, they're going to put a lien on your property.
Right.
They tried it. They tried. I was a homeowner, and believe you me, I had forgot to pay the water bill. You know, we get a water bill every 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to pay the water bill because I was working upstate, and, you know, I would come home once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had stacks and stacks of mail, and I kind of overlooked it, only to find out I got an urgent letter. Oh, the city's going to put a lien on your property. You know how much the water bill was for? Less than $100.
Yeah,
And I said to
they don't
myself,
care. They don't care.
so if they can do this to us, but I come to the realization that a lot of folks, especially in the Caribbean, and let me narrow it down to our country, Jamaica, they're ignorant of the fact,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them, they are just so rude. They are bullies, and they feel that they are above the law. But thank God the law has to be put in place to teach some of us a lesson, because without the law, we would know that we're doing wrong. So
Right.
the law is here to correct us, but he learned a very, very expensive lesson,
Yeah.
you know, trying to
Mm-hmm.
outsmart the wife, but the wife outsmart him.
Yeah.
Now, had he said he had neglected to pay, why? Because he had forgotten. And whatever the expense had accumulated, if he was willing to pay, offset some of that expense, she probably would have been lenient with him. But
I don't know about that, Sister Pat. 'Cause when
if
it come
but
to
because
when it
him,
come to
but,
them things, yeah, people bitter, 'Cause remember, it's a
but
separation, and him gone about him
yes,
business, and
yes,
yeah, man, him probably move on with all him life with all the next woman and all of them something there.
and
So she
feel
a go hold
and
on pan that property. He not get none. He
of
not see.
course,
Him not see.
no. In this sense, I agree with the woman. He gets
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Yeah, man, he not
He
see
gets
nothing.
nothing. Let him move on with his life.
'Cause yeah, him got
And
foreign and
she,
probably come all a foreign and married and all of them thing there.
yes, and she
Mm.
now have to be careful too, because seeing that the relationship went so bitter and sour, and he didn't get any restitution, he's
Mm.
gonna be very angry. He's gonna try to hurt her.
Mm. I hope not. I
Probably
hope
try.
not.
I
I
hope
hope
not.
him. I hope him just take him licks and just move on.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Okay,
Sister Pat.
Chris.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for the topics. I really love the engagement.
Yeah, man. No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Sure.
When I want your love back again.
So, Sister Camille, running on over to the comments. Sister Camille says, because I tell you, she's not calling, but she will write, and whenever she writes, she always write a book. So you have to set up yourself to read. So Sister Camille says, my take, in my opinion, this man can only blame himself for marrying someone he only knew for 7 months without protecting his investments. He knew what he had to lose, so what is the complaint now? Unfortunately, it is the law, and I know you know law as you went to law school. Did she not support you in any way? I don't mean financially. When you were achieving all you did in those 7 years, you referred to her as this woman, as if she's a stranger to you. Sorry, she was your wife. It's the chip you have on your shoulder when mentioning all that you had when you met her. That's really grinding my gears. What? Were you so sorry for her you decided to marry a stranger? I'm just not getting your stance. After all, she did not put a gun to your head when you made your decision. FYI, it did not take you 40 years to accomplish what you did. You sound so ignorant saying that. Just another show off brother trying to display all his accolades for the world to see. Mister, you made your bed. Now lie in it. Cry me a river. Oh boy. Ouch. That was harsh. All right. We have a few more minutes. So we have any more comments here? We have any more comments here? We have any more comments? Let's see if we we're gonna get a few more. Thank you guys. Thank you for the call. Thank you everybody. I appreciate you. All right, let me run on over to. I have a very interesting article here I want to read before I get out of here. Bear with me for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. There is an interesting article coming from out of Washington, and I want to share it with you. Where is it? Where is it? Ta-dum, 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 ta-dum. Where is it? Where is it? All right, let me. All right, go back to JC Lodge there. Yeah, go back to JC Lodge.
How can I go on?
Listen to this music here. Listen to the song here while I find the article and read it for you. Stand by.
Back again, I've gotta make it up. To you, my love. Gotta make it up. To you, my love. You never know a good thing till it's gone. 'Cause the love I had is the love I want. So I've decided, whatever it takes, you've gotta be my lover once again. Baby, I lean on your love. Without your love, I just can't carry on. I'm gonna make it up. To you, my love. Wanna make it up. To you, my love.
All right, so this one here, I think this one is very important, ladies and gentlemen. So here is it. Here's what it is saying. A judge allows requirement that everyone in the U.S. illegally must register to move forward. Did you hear that? A judge allows requirement that everyone in the U.S. illegally must register to move forward. What does that mean? What does that mean? And this one is coming, I'm reading from the Associated Press. A federal judge is allowing the Trump administration to move forward with a requirement that everyone in the U.S. illegally must register with the federal government in a move that could have far reaching repercussions for immigrants across the country. In a ruling Thursday, Judge Trevor Neil McFadden sided with the administration, which had argued that they were simply enforcing an already existing requirement for everyone in the country who wasn't an American citizen to register with the government. The requirement goes into effect Friday. The Department of Homeland Security announced February 25 that it was mandating that all people in the United States illegally register with the federal government and said those who didn't self-report could face fines or prosecution. Failure to register is considered a crime, and people will be required to carry registration documents with them or risk prison time and fines. Registration will be mandatory for everyone 14 and older without legal status. People registering have to provide their fingerprints and address, and parents and guardians of anyone under age 14 must ensure they registered. The registration process also applies to Canadians who are in the U.S. for more than 30 days, such as so-called snowbirds who spend winter months in places like Florida. Federal immigration law has long required that people who aren't American citizens and live in the U.S., including those here illegally, register with the government. Those laws can be traced back to the Alien Registration Act of 1940, which came amid growing fears of immigrants and political subservience in the early days of World War II. The current requirements stem from the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952. But the requirement that people illegally in the U.S. register has been enforced only in rare circumstances. In fact, advocates opposing the government say it hasn't been universally used since it was first introduced in the mid-1940s. It was used in a limited way after September 11, 2001, when the National Security Entry-Exit Registration System required that all non-citizen males 16 and older from 25 countries, all but one of them majority Arab or Muslim, register with the U.S. government. The program led to no terrorism convictions but pulled more than 13,000 people into deportation proceedings. It was suspended in 2011 and dissolved in 2016. The Trump administration has argued that the registration requirement has always existed and that officials are simply enforcing it for everyone. The groups that sued say this registration process is expressly to facilitate President Donald Trump's aim of carrying out mass deportations of people in the country illegally. The plaintiffs also say the government should have gone through the more lengthy public notification process before bringing about the change. They argue that the registration puts people who work, contribute to the economy, and have deep family ties in America into a deep bind. Do they come forward, register, and essentially give up their location to a government intent on carrying out mass deportations, or do they stay in the shadows and risk being charged with the crime of not registering? The government has already asked people subject to the registration requirements to create an account on the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service website. All I have to say here is interesting days are ahead. So if you're illegal in this country, this is where we're going to leave it for another week. Thank you, everybody.
There's a light, a certain kind of light. It's never shone on me.
Hey, I love June, you know. I love JC Lodge, you know, man. I tell you. I could listen to JC all day and all night. into the next morning, and into the day, and then into the night again. JC Lodge, June Carroll. As we take you out of here. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the callers. Thank you, Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. Thank you, Julia and the crew. Lady D, big up yourself. Thank you for plugging me in. Linkage Radio, Linkage, DJ Linkage, big up yourself, brother. Mr. Green, co-producer, big up yourself. And all the listeners on CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, good evening. Everybody on the YouTube channel. Facebookers, big up on yourself. All around the globe. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network covering the globe like no one else can. Have yourselves a fantastic evening, and I will catch you on Sunday for the Sunday Evening Gospel. Take care of your beautiful selves. I am out of here. Well, good.
Radio station.
I'm a woman.
I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. My heart and my soul, I am anchored. Let's not a quarrel. Ooh, let's not fight. Let's get together. Yes, where we all can unite. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. Look what the Lord has, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord